Hello and welcome. My name is Jay the Fanboy, and you are watching Franchise Frenzy. We're going to do something a little different today. We're starting a new segment of my show, which I like to call Movie Defender. This is where I take a bad movie, and I mean a really bad movie. One that is an absolute piece of crap that everybody hates, and I attempt to defend it. I attempt to point out its good points, assuming it has any. So, what's the first movie I'm going to be defending on this segment? That one. Alright, strap in. It's time to defend The Last Airbender. The Last Airbender was a movie based on the popular Nickelodeon TV series known as Avatar: The Last Airbender. Released in 2010, critics, fans, and the general audience all hated it. It did not stay true to source material, the special effects were horrible, and it had the absolute worst use of 3D ever imaginable. The actors were terrible. It had a terrible time staying true to source material. It couldn't get any of the characters' names right. It had the absolute worst display of earthbending ever imaginable. I mean, seriously, take a look at this scene. 6 different earthbenders doing some stupid earthbender dance, and you're expecting something amazing to happen. And what happens? One other guy moves a rock and hits one guy. That's pathetic! You want real earthbending? Watch the cartoon, because this was terrible. That guy could have just picked up that rock and thrown it. That would have been more believable than what we got. What we got was crap. Wait, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was attempting to defend this monstrosity. Well, believe it or not, this horrible piece of cinematic excrement actually does have some good points. Let's take a look.
100 years ago, all was right with our world. Prosperity and peace filled our days. The 4 nations, water, earth, fire, and air nomads lived amongst each other in harmony.
Does that scene look familiar to you? It should, because this is exactly how the cartoon opened. Don't believe me? Take a look!
Earth, fire, air. Long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Did you see the same thing I did? This movie was accused of being completely untrue to source material, yet we can see here that the opening replicated the cartoon opening perfectly. It's only bad because the movie as a whole could not replicate the entirety of the TV series the way the opening did. Would you like to see more of the movie staying true to source material? Let's jump to the ending to see that. Wait, what? Where'd that come from? I said let's go to the ending! The ending, please!
Our forces in the Northern Water Tribe have failed to take the city. General Zhao was killed in battle, and my brother has become a traitor. My son has proven himself a failure. And you must stop the Avatar from mastering earth and fire. Do you accept this unspeakably important task I'm putting in your hands?
Again, we have a perfect moment in this movie. Just like it began, it ends by staying true to its source material. Take a look.
Iroh is a traitor, and your brother Zuko is a failure. I have a task for you.
This is a moment of good in an otherwise bad movie. This scene right here is exactly how Season 1 ended. Okay, so we can see from the beginning and the ending that they were at least trying to make a decent film here. But if the beginning and the ending are the only thing you remember about the film, then you done something wrong. Is there anything in the middle that is worth looking at? Let's take a look. Darn a movie, I'm trying to defend you, but how can I do that when you keep showing me how terrible you are? Please show me something good that happened during the movie.
We presented ourselves to the royal court. My brother and the princess became friends right away. Aang showed them he was the last airbender and was accepted to train with the master. The city knew our arrival would bring great danger, and they prepared for war they knew would come in the ensuing weeks.
Now what did that clip just say? Ding ding ding, I believe we have a winner! Now I'm not really a big fan of straying from source material, but I have one rule for when you do. My rule for straying from source material is simple. If you're going to do so, make it bigger, make it better, and blow my mind. Let's look at the Hunger Games for example. Take a look at this clip here. We don't see anything of this in the book. This is entirely new. We're seeing the world's perspective. The books themselves are told from the entirety of Katniss Everdeen's perspective, but the movies stray from that, and in the way they stray, they do so better. They improve upon the source material. But how does this relate back to The Last Airbender? Let's show that clip again.
Aang showed them he was the last airbender and was accepted to train with the master. The city knew our arrival would bring great danger, and they prepared for war they knew would come in the ensuing weeks.
The Northern Water Tribe here is actually very smart. They're applying a type of logic that the cartoon never gave us. The Avatar is now at the North Pole. The Fire Nation has been chasing the Avatar. The Avatar is here, therefore the Fire Nation will soon follow. This scene, and the ones that follow, show the Water Tribe preparing for war before the Fire Nation even gets there. This is something the TV show never gave us. Don't believe me? Take a look.
Oh yeah! Ah, good times, good times. Hey, look!
What's happening?
Oh no. But
What?
I've seen it before. Right before my village was attacked. It's soot mixed with snow.
But why?
It's the Fire Nation. They've closed in on the North Pole. And from the looks of this stuff, I'd say there's a lot of them.
The day we have feared for so long has arrived. The Fire Nation is on our doorstep. It is with great sadness I call my family here before me, knowing well that some of these faces are about to vanish from our tribe. But they will never vanish from our hearts.
The intelligence in the movie was better than what we got in the cartoon. What we ended up getting from the Northern Water Tribe in the cartoon was sexism, underdeveloped characters, and a superfluous love triangle, none of which actually mattered to the larger story as a whole.
Princess Yue's marrying you?
Yeah? What of it?
Nothing. Congratulations. Princess Yue is wasted on a self-absorbed weasel like you.
That's enough! Sucker, you're off the mission.
Admiral Choi! Prepare to meet your fate!
The Northern Water Tribe, as seen in the cartoon, is filled with a bunch of stupid morons. The Northern Water Tribe from the movie is actually an improvement over the source material. There are lots of other good moments hidden throughout the movie, just like this. And if you take the time to look for the good, you can find them too. Just remember, next time you watch this, or any other movie, nothing is ever all bad. movie? I can't believe I actually attempted to defend you. This movie sucks. You and I both know it. Until next time, I'm Jay the Fanboy. You've been watching Franchise Frenzy. Laters.